guess we are at stage 3, paragraph page 150. Okay, and our last headword was proceed, newer type of lesson. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's start with revision. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. First question. Do you like vegetables? Do you like vegetables? Yes or no?
Yeah. I like vegetables.
Do you like all vegetables? Do you like all vegetables? Yes or no?
No, I don't like all vegetables.
Some
Some
I
of I
some
like
and
and
some
some of I dislike.
very good. Name me four vegetables. Name me four vegetables, please. The names of
The
four
name of
vegetables are
vegetables are
potato,
potato,
carrots,
carrot, onion,
onions, and peas.
and peas.
Very good. Name me four kinds of fruit. Name me four kinds of fruit, please. The names of
The
four
name of
kinds of fruit
some kind
are
of fruit
apples,
are oranges, lemons,
apples,
apples,
and bananas.
and banana.
Very good. Which do you prefer, tomato juice or orange juice? Which do you prefer, tomato juice or orange juice? I prefer
I prefer orange juice
to
to tomato
tomato.
juice.
Wait, what's the plural of tomato? What's the plural of tomato? The plural
The
of
plural of
tomato
the
is
tomato
tomatoes.
is tomato.
Very good. Do you study Spanish? Do you study Spanish? No, I
No, I
don't
don't
study. No,
study Spanish.
I study
I
English.
study English.
Very good. Do most school children like studying? Do most school children like studying? No, most school
No,
children don't
children
like studying.
don't like study.
They dislike
They
or hate
dislike
studying.
or hate studying.
Very good. Must you study a lot if you want to learn a language well? Must you study a lot if you want to learn a language well? Yes, I must
Yes,
study a
I
lot
study a
if
lot.
I want to learn
I
a
want
language
to
well.
language well.
Very good. What time do you arrive here for your lesson? What time do you arrive here for your lesson? I arrive here at
Live here at 9 o'clock
in the evening for my
in the
lesson. For
for
my
my
lesson. Very good.
for okay.
For my lesson. Okay. Are you the first to arrive in the classroom? Are you the first to arrive in the classroom? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'm the
yes, I
first.
am live for
I'm the first
I'm the
to
first to
arrive
arrive
in the classroom.
in the classroom.
Wait, what time do you leave here after the lesson? What time do you leave here after the lesson? I leave here at
Here at 10 o'clock
o'clock.
after the
So
lesson.
10 o'clock in the evening
The
after the
evening after
lesson.
the
Very good. What time do you leave home to come here? What time do you leave home to come here? I leave home at about
home about 9 o'clock
o'clock
in
in
the
the
evening.
evening to come here.
Come here.
Very good. Do you leave your books in the classroom after the lesson? Do you leave your books in the classroom after the lesson? No, I don't
No,
leave my books
in
in the classroom
the
after the lesson.
classroom after the
I take
lesson.
them with
I
me.
take them. I take.
Them with me.
I take them with me.
Very good. Do you leave any food on your plate after a meal? Do you leave any food on your plate after a meal? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
leave
leave
any food on my plate.
food on my plate
I
after
a meal.
a meal.
Very good. One more. No, I don't
No,
leave
I
any
don't
food
leave
on my
any food
plate
on
after a
my
meal.
plate after a meal.
Very good. What can we see in the sky during the day? What can we see in the sky during the day? We can see the sun
Come to the
in the
sun
sky during the day.
during the day.
What colors the sun? What colors the sun? The
The
sun's the color of.
star of gold.
Very good. What colors the sky today? What colors the sky today? The skies.
Sky today blue.
Very good. One more. The skies blue today.
Sky blue today.
Very good. Okay. Do you live on the sea? Do you live on the sea? No, I
No,
don't
I
live
don't
on the
live on
sea.
the sea.
I live on the
I
land.
live on land.
On the land.
On the land.
Very good. What's the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa? What's the name of the sea between Europe and North Africa? The name of the sea
Name of the
between
sea
Europe
in
and North
Europe and
Africa
Africa is
is the Mediterranean Sea.
Mediterranean Sea.
Very good. Is Moscow by the sea? Is Moscow by the sea? No, Moscow
No,
isn't by the sea.
isn't by the
It's
sea.
inland.
It's inland.
Where is New York inland? Is New York inland? No, New York
No,
isn't
New York is
inland.
inland.
It's by the
New
sea.
York is by the sea.
Very good. Okay, next. Here we go. What's this? What's this? It's once
One,
5
five equal
equals
five.
5. What's this? What's this? It's twice
Five,
5
five equal
equals
10.
10. What's this? What's this? It's 3 times 5
Five
equals
equal
15. What's this? What's this? It's 4 times
four
5
minus five
equals
equal
20.
3.
Very good. Okay, how much is once 90? How much is once 90? Once 90
Once
equals
90.
90. How much is twice 50? How much is twice 50? Twice 50 is
Is
100.
100.
Wait, how much is 3 times 13? How much is 3 times 13? 3 times 13 is
13 is
39.
9.
Very good. How many times a week do you come here? How many times a week do you come here? I come here
I come here 5 times
a
a week.
week. Very good. Okay. How many times a month do you go to the cinema? How many times a month do you go to the cinema? I go to the cinema about.
Now once a month.
Very good. How many times a day do you eat? How many times a day do you eat? I eat
I eat two
a
times a
day.
day.
Very good. How many times do we live? How many times do we live? We only live
We only
once.
live once.
Very good. Okay, next. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're cutting the book
Use the
with
book.
your fingers.
Your fingers.
Very good. What do we cut meat with? What do we cut meat with? We cut meat
Cut
with a
with
knife.
a knife.
Can we cut bread without a knife? Can we cut bread without a knife? No, we
No,
can't
we
cut
can't
bread.
cut with the knife.
Very good. Next. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're lifting your
You
book.
are reading your book.
Where can you lift the table with your little finger? Can you lift the table with your little finger? No,
No,
I can't lift the
can't
table
lift
with my
table
little finger.
by finger.
Why not? Why not? Because it's too
Because
heavy for me to
for
lift.
me, lift.
Very good. Is this piece of paper light enough for you to lift? Is this piece of paper light enough for you to lift? Yes, that
Yes,
piece of
the
paper is light
paper
enough for
light
me to
enough
lift.
for me to lift.
Very good. Okay, next. Here we go. Is the
Okay.
table is the table as high as the door? Is the table as high as the door? No. The table
No,
isn't as
the
high as the door.
high as the
The
door.
door. It's lower than the door.
Lower than the door.
Is your building as high as Mount Everest? Is your building as high as Mount Everest? No. My building
No,
isn't
my building
as high
isn't as
as
high as
Mount
Mount
Everest.
Everest.
It's lower than
Than
Mount
Mount
Everest.
Everest.
Where is the river Thames as long as the Nile? Is the river Thames as long as the river Nile? No, the river
No,
Thames
the
isn't as
thing
long
isn't
as the Nile.
not a knife.
It's shorter than the
Not
Nile.
the knives.
Very good. Is Spain as large as South America? Is Spain as large as South America? No, Spain isn't
No,
as
it
large
isn't
as South
like
America.
so North America.
It's smaller
It's
than South America.
South America.
Very good. Tell me the names of the 4 seasons of the year. Tell me the names of the 4 seasons of the year, please. The names of
The
the four
names
seasons of the
are
year are
uh,
spring, summer,
spring,
autumn,
summer,
and winter.
now
Very good. What season are we in now? What season are we in now? We're in
we are in autumn.
now.
Now
Very good. What was last season? What was last season? Last
the
season
last
was
season was summer.
summer. Very good. What will next season be? What will next season be? Next season will be
Next will be winter.
winter. Very good. Okay. Which day precedes Wednesday? Which day precedes Wednesday? Tuesday
Tuesday
precedes
is
Wednesday.
uh, when?
Tuesday
Tuesday
precedes Wednesday.
is Wednesday.
Does Thursday precede Wednesday? Does Thursday precede Wednesday? No. Thursday
No,
doesn't
for Saturday
precede
next
Wednesday.
preceding Wednesday.
It follows it.
Follow.
It follows it.
It's 408.
Very good. Which number follows the number 13? Which number follows the number 13? 14 follows
14
the number
follows
13.
number 13.
Very good. Do the students precede the teacher out of the classroom after the lesson? Do the students precede the teacher out of the classroom after the lesson? No. The
No,
students don't
students
precede the
come to
teacher
first
out of
teacher
the classroom
classroom
after the lesson.
at the
They
lesson.
follow him.
Follow him.
Does the teacher precede the students into the classroom before the lesson? Does the teacher precede the students into the classroom before the lesson? No, the teacher
No,
doesn't precede
nothing.
the students into the
Student
classroom before the
classroom.
lesson.
The
He
lesson.
follows them.
Follow them.
Very good. And that's the end of our revision. Very good. Let's have new
Okay.
word. Very good. Okay, so let's start. First word, when.
When?
Very good. Okay, listen. The word when is an adverb. We use the word when to ask about the time. When? For example, we can say, what time do you have your breakfast? Or we can also say, when do you have your breakfast? And then you
Mhm.
can answer, I have my breakfast at about 6 o'clock in the morning, very early. Let's
Mhm.
practice. When do you have your breakfast? When do you have your breakfast? I have my breakfast at
I breakfast at 7 o'clock
in the morning.
in the morning.
When does the lesson begin? When does the lesson begin? The lesson begins
The
at
work begins at
9:30
9
in
at
the
night.
night. Very good. When do you get up in the morning? When do you get up in the morning? I get up at
I get up to 6 o'clock
in the
in the
morning.
morning.
Very early. Very good. Okay. Next. Repeat while.
While,
Whiles.
whilst,
Very good.
mhm.
While. Whiles. Okay.
While,
Very good. Okay. Listen. While and whiles are conjunction. So conjunction means it connects two sentences.
mhm,
Okay. We can use while and whiles instead of the word whereas. So the word
mhm,
whereas, while, and whilst means the same. Okay.
mhm,
We generally use whereas the most when we speak. So most common is whereas. Let's
mhm.
practice. What other words can we use instead of whereas? What other words can we use instead of whereas? We can use while and
Use
whilst
the while,
instead of whereas.
whereas.
Which word do we use the most when we speak? Which word do we use the most when we speak? We generally use whereas
Generally use
the most
whereas
when we
the
speak.
most when we speak.
Very good. Next, repeat old,
Old,
new.
new.
Very good. Okay, listen. Old and new are both adjectives. For example, I bought this. I bought this. Okay, let me have my pencil. Here we go. I bought this pencil last year. This pencil,
Mhm,
this pencil is old.
mhm,
Okay, so this pencil is old. So this is an old building I'm in at the moment. It's like 25 years old building. Okay,
mhm,
new is the opposite of old. For example, I bought this pen yesterday. This pen is new.
mhm.
Okay, let's practice. Is that an old building you're in at the moment? Is that an old building you're in at the moment? Yes or no?
No,
This isn't an old
isn't
building
the
I'm in
building
at the moment.
at the moment.
Wait, are your shoes new? Are your shoes new? Yes or no?
No,
My shoes
my
aren't new.
new.
They're old.
They are old.
Very good. Next, repeat older than.
Older than.
Newer than.
Newer than.
Very good. Okay, listen. Older than is a comparative of old. For example, this pencil is older than this pen.
Mm,
Newer than is the opposite of older than. For example, this pen is newer than this pencil.
mm.
Okay, let's practice. Is your blouse older than your shoes? Is your blouse older than your shoes? Yes or no?
No,
My
my
blouse isn't
blouse is
older than my
older
shoes.
than my
It's
shoes.
newer than
It's
my shoes.
newer than my shoes.
Very good. Next, repeat. The oldest.
Mm?
The
Oldest.
the oldest.
The oldest.
The newest.
The newest.
Very good. Okay, listen. The oldest is the superlative of old. For example, this pencil. No, this one. This pencil is older than this pen, and this book is older than this pencil. So this book is the oldest thing in my room.
Mhm.
The newest is the opposite of the oldest. For example, this pencil is newer than this book, and this pen is newer than this pencil. So this pen is the newest. So this pen is the newest thing in my room.
Mhm.
Okay, let's practice. What's the newest thing you're wearing? What's the newest thing you're wearing? Why?
My shirt
It's the newest thing
is the newest thing
I'm
I
wearing.
wear.
Very good. Next, repeat. Old,
Oh,
old,
old.
young,
Ah, huh?
young.
Old, young.
Very good. Okay, listen. Old and young are both adjectives. We generally use old and new for things, whereas we generally use old and young for people. For example, Anna Brown isn't an old woman. She's a young girl, still
Mm.
small. Let's practice. What's the difference between new and young? What's the difference between new and young? The difference
The
between
difference between
new
new
and
and
young
young
is that we use
is
new
that we use
for
new
things,
for think,
whereas we use young
whereas we use young
for
for
people.
people.
Very good. Is Miss Brown an old woman? Is Miss Brown an old woman? No. Miss
No,
Brown
Miss
isn't
Brown
an old
isn't
woman.
old woman.
She's a young girl.
She's a young girl,
Very good. Next, repeat. Younger than.
younger than.
Very good. Okay, listen. Younger than is the comparative of young. For example, I'm 43 years old, whilst my
Mm,
mother is 60 years old. I'm younger than my
mm,
mother. Let's
mm.
practice. Are you older than your mother? Are you older than your mother? No, I'm not
No,
older
I'm
than
than
my
my mother.
mother. I'm younger than my
I'm
mother.
younger than my mother.
Very good. Next, repeat the youngest.
The youngest.
Very good. Okay, listen. The youngest is the superlative of young. For example, my mother is 60 years old. I'm
Mm,
43 years old. My brother
mm,
is 16 years old. So my
mm,
brother is the youngest in my family, whilst my mother is the oldest in my family. Let's
mm.
practice. Who's the youngest in your family? Who's the youngest in your family? My?
I,
Ah,
I,
I'm the youngest
I'm the youngest
in my
person.
family.
I'm youngest in my family.
Very good. So I'm the youngest in my family, or I'm the youngest person in my family is also correct. Okay.
Mm, okay.
Next, repeat. Put on,
Put on,
take off,
take off,
go out.
go out.
Very good. Okay, listen. Put on, take off, and go out are all phrasal verbs. Put on means to put something on something. Take
Mhm,
off is the opposite of put on. To go out means to leave a room or go out in the building. For example, we put our hats and coats on when we go out in winter, so we won't feel
mhm,
cold. We take our hats and coats off when we come into a building.
mhm.
Okay, let's practice. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your
You
hand
are
on the
putting your
table.
hand on the table.
What am I doing? What am I doing? You're taking your
You are
hand
taking your
off the
hands off
table.
the table.
Very good. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your
You
hat
are
on.
putting your hat on the
Oh,
head.
what am I doing? What am I doing? You're taking
You are
your hat
taking
off.
your hand off.
Your hat off.
Your hat off.
Very good. Okay. What do we put on when we go out in winter? What do we put on when we go out in winter? We put our hats
We put our
and
hat
coats on
and the clothes
when
on
we go out in
when we
winter.
go out in winter.
Well, what do we take off when we come into a building? What do we take off when we come into a building? We take our
We take
hats and
our
coats
hat
off
and the clothes off
when we come
when
into
we
a building.
come building.
Into a building. Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to our reading.
Okay.
Very good. So our reading is at stage 2, page
Mm-hmm.
88. Last headword was front. Okay, start with headword smell.
Okay.